pay somebody or I'm not up to you after this call.
Countdown again. All righty.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
One, two, three.
Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Um, Faith shares real wisdom, family. Come on in the room. I hope that you can hear me. Hey, PB, please let me know if you can hear me. We seem to be having a lot of technical difficulties on this evening. We're back. I do not know if you can hear me, but please let me know if you can hear me. And we will continue on. So, can somebody please let me know that you hear me? Because it's just doing what it want to do on tonight, and it's not doing what I need it to do. So, PB, if you can hear me, please put a yes in the chat, and hopefully I'll be able to see that. I did see your good evening, everyone. But okay, you can hear me. It's a lot going on. Uh-huh. It's just the atmosphere and everything that's happening. But we're back and glad to be back. We are coming back at a different time in our world and society, but we are all going to be fine. Why? Because we have been preparing for the unexpected and we have been seeing a lot of unexpected things. So we want to make sure, hi, Virginia. We want to make sure that our minds are in the right place, our thoughts are in the right place, that we're not being sidetracked by what we are hearing or what we are seeing. And for some of us, we're hearing it on the side because we're not watching a lot of things. But we're back. Happy to be back. Um, it's been an interesting time, but we are so victorious. So we said we're coming on back. I said we were going to come back in March, and with so much going on, I refuse to not come back because this is the time that, hey, Queen Denise, I love you. Um, this is a time to make a big comeback. And that's what we're going to do because we're going to make sure that we are processing our thoughts correctly. We're not falling for, as they say, the okey doke or none of that. We are processing our thoughts. We are successful. We are more than conquerors. We are winners. We are victorious. Remember, you're all that. And remind yourself on a daily, look in the mirror and tell yourself who you are and what you shall accomplish. When everybody thinks it's going to be a time, yeah, it's going to be interesting. But guess who don't have to fall? Who makes the come up? We are going to make the big come up. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make history and not repeat history. So we're all excited and we need to stay in that place. Yes, making a big comeback. That's where we're at, Queen Denise. So I probably won't stay on the full hour. I'm saying probably because I don't want to say I won't, then I look as a whole hour. But some things have changed also with Facebook. So I'm going to have my assistant put in the chat about the YouTube, like and subscribe. I want you to do that because Facebook will no longer let your live stay up more than 30 days. So they're doing a lot of different things. So I want to make sure that it's where you can go and see it, whether it was the first one or the last one. So because they're making changes And because also um, they're making it kind of more difficult for people to follow. So like and share to get the algorithm up, but if not, please make sure that you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And my assistant will be putting that in the chat because they are changing some things. We're trying to make changes and to help people out, and they're just limiting the time that you can do it. That's what they're doing. So I don't think it's strange, you know. However, to get good things out and good wisdom out and helping people seems to always have like to put a deadline on it, but that's not going to work. We are still going to get done what needs to be done. So because they have changed everything, um, they no longer keep it on 30 days going forward. So just please access us on YouTube in order to keep the contact. If you want content, if you want to see it, share it with someone, just send them over there. We appreciate it. But I hope that everybody has been doing great, taking care of themselves. Excuse me. Taking care of yourself. I'm saying taking care of yourself, and all of a sudden I want to sneeze, but it's okay. Um, Health wise, we all are working on our health. I please work on your health. We all are working on our health because with so many changes and so many things going on, we want to make sure that we are, hey, Dr. Gasson, we want to make sure that we work on us, that we hold up, that we keep building your immune system. We got several things going on, from pneumonia to COVID to a couple of other viruses are going on. Hi, Shadana. A couple of other things are going on. So let's make sure that we stay health conscious. Hi, Jean. Jean, did you look at an email I sent? If not, I need you to look at it. Or I'll send you another one. But anyway, we just all need to work on our health because guess what? We're going to live, and we are not the people that's about to die. We just have to disappoint a whole lot of folks, but it ain't going to. Somebody says it's not going to be me. I'm going to live, and you are going to live because we're going to do whatever it takes that to make sure that even during this time that y'all presidents say, y'all gonna say, I'm gonna say y'all, that's gonna hurt. Y'all know we don't have to hurt because we're prepared. And remember, we have peace in the middle of chaos. Why? Because I believe some of us now can see like, oh wow, okay, I can see why preparing was very necessary. So I want you to continue because a lot of people are now on the bandwagon of trying to get stuff, and it's a lot. It's a lot because they're trying to do so much at one time. So that's why health is wealth. Oh, there go my brother, Joel. He's on. Yes, health is wealth. So we all need to make sure all of us, we are here for each other. Make sure we're working on our health. Some seen, we got a miracle with my daughter, Shatera. She had a heart procedure done. And I mean, I don't know who you believe in, but I'll tell you in a minute. I believe in the Almighty God, in Jesus Christ, and we pray, and we say the blood of Jesus. And she had a major procedure done, and it failed, and then she had to go back. They had to go back in to do something because my daughter had a 99% blockage in her main artery to her heart. And one thing about our family, we walking in faith. We gonna pray in faith. We don't even get that time to be crying and carrying on. My daughter will tell you, Major, girl, you ain't got time to cry. Let's pray. Let's believe God, and we gonna move on. So when it was time for the second procedure, Queen Denise, they had to bring in three specialists to do this particular procedure because the main artery was 99% blocked, so they could not go in there. So they had to order special tools to go in the three small arteries, and they explained, and they did, of course, they got to tell you what they got to tell you. And I told the doctor when he brought me in the room before he was doing the procedure, I said, oh, not looking for none of that to happen. She'll be fine. She will not have a heart attack on the table. She will not start bleeding around her heart. Everything. He was like, okay. He said, knock on wood. I said, I don't knock on wood. I just believe God. And when he says it's going to be a long procedure, and I was like, okay, I'm going to stay at the hospital. He said, well, you can go and come back. We'll have your number. But let me get to the heart of the story and the miracle part. They went in to do what they knew they had to do. And the doctor, on his second progress report, when I was walking down the hall and he was coming down, and he said, Miss Washington. And I said, yes. He said, we don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. We were looking at each other, three specialists. So we kept looking at each other saying, do you see what I see? And he said he kept looking around. And I was just smiling at him because he couldn't stop smiling in the hallway. He said, we couldn't believe what we were seeing. And I'm like, okay, what was y'all seeing? He was like, we just couldn't believe it. We were looking at each other, trying to figure out what happened. And I was like, oh, okay. He said, Miss Washington, we saw an opening in the main artery that was 99% blocked. The same one they could not get in. And he said, we kept looking at each other, and then they said, let's try it. Let's try it. And he said, whatever those catheters and things, because Shadena, I don't know what they were talking about, but they ran two on both sides of her heart. He said that when we went to put it in, because we kept looking at each other and said, let's go for it. He said it just said, shh. So I guess that's just the way it goes up and around and whatever it has to get there. He said, Ms. Washington, it went all the way in, no problem. It got where it needs to be. There was the opening. And he said, they said to each other, put the stent in, put the stent in. And I was like literally laughing because he kept saying, I don't know what happened. And I kept saying, that was God. He said, okay, I guess so. Because all I know, it was the best day for us. We don't understand what happened. And I said, it was God. I just kept standing there smiling with him. I said, it was God. I said, many, many, many prayers go up for this same young lady. I said, and he worked that miracle. He was like, and he kept saying, we don't know what happened, how it happened. And I'm steady saying, it was God. So he's doing amazing things. So I'm like, he did this for her. He's working things in different one's body. He's working things in mine. So we got to take care of ourselves. Because see, what he did was what God did was what they couldn't do or she couldn't do. He was like, when that thing went in there, they got all excited and he's like, put this in. And I was just laughing. He was so happy. I just share that with y'all to let y'all know he's still working miracles. He is still working miracles. He loves us so much and he cares for us. So do not, when I say Queen Denise, God did it. Oh, God did that. He had three specialists because they told me they was going to bring another one. But that day they said it was going to take three of them. And it was done. he still works miracles. And do not forget that. So do not get caught up in the things that are happening right now. Pay attention, but don't forget for those of us, because I know everybody's different, but for those of us that believe and we serve um, the true and living God, and we believe in Jesus Christ, our eldest brother, and all of this, and we believe that the blood still works. Let me tell you something. The blood still works. I don't care who come and tell me whatever. I know for myself that the blood still works. My daughter knows the blood still works because now the blood is flowing how it's supposed to flow. And for that, I am so grateful. So that is my sister. So when she says she's thinking of prayer wars, because I just thank God because he did that. He did that. We do not take none of God's glory. As the doctor kept saying, I don't know what happened. Three of them looking at each other, trying to figure out how did, if you know anything, I do know that when it's hardened, you can't get in there. But when he said they looked at each other and saying, do you see what I see? Because they just did this a week and a half before and couldn't get in. So they had to do a special procedure and saying how that was going to take a lot because that's not something they usually do. When I tell you God did it for her, he did it. And I say again, because she's a miracle. From the time I carried her in my womb, she was a miracle till this day. And she'll be 35 this year. And she shall live to see it. She's still a miracle. So I'm telling you what's going on in the world and the things that are going on now. Hey, trust him, make wise decisions. This is not the time to be out and about just splurging and spending up all your money. Look, hey, my cousin, because I bring out my cousin Sandra. This is not that time. This is not that time. Hey, Pastor Fogel, you must make wise decisions. We have said the things to get between water and survival foods, dry goods, beans, charcoal, grills, all of these things. Not only will it help your family, it can help a neighbor, somebody else. So we're doing it now. It gets more intense for people because they're losing jobs, like a lot of jobs. And it's not, some people are thinking, no, it's not just in Washington. People are losing jobs in South Carolina, North Carolina, in all the states. People are literally being affected by this. So we want to stay focused. We don't want to be wasteful. We want to make sure that we're making good decisions, wise decisions, that we have the things that we need from flashlights to batteries. And as you see, things just go up. I would even say start looking at YouTube is just a university by itself. I'm starting to follow some of the planters, some farmers, to learn because I don't like how they're doing anything outside, especially if it involves heat. But you have to look because the way things are going, you can't rely on getting those things that you are used to getting. That's why it's good for us to be working on our health right now. You can't rely on going to the store and just picking up the stuff that you're used to picking up to bring home to eat. And then plus for some people, if it's still there, everybody can't pay triple the cost. So that's why we know from the beginning, I was saying with freezers, we went through the part of getting freezers on sale, going back to putting things up. Somebody said, I don't have room Well, some folks said they didn't have room in the house to put a freezer, but they had a porch. Freezer on the porch, camouflage it, nobody knows. But if you have a out where nobody can get to, you do whatever is necessary. We see everybody's carrying on about eggs, but eggs is not the only thing that's going up, and eggs is not the only thing that will go up. But you can go on YouTube. You can find ways to have your eggs to last 6 to 9 months. Search, go on. It's there. Believe me, I know. It is there. It's different ways to have your eggs and so it can last longer. You must be prepared. Some people, they don't need the eggs. Some houses eat eggs, like my house. Five, 4 out of the 5 really eat eggs. The fifth one, every once in a while. But it's just different things. Hey, if I was a cake maker, like my cousin who's on here, Sandra, a real cake maker, hey, eggs ain't no joke. So now, people selling cakes just know why they're up higher because they got to put eggs in there. And then you got the sugar, then you got all this other stuff there in the butter. So there are things that you want to go ahead and look. Be resourceful. I'm gonna tell you, this is the time too where you really need to use common sense. If you don't have common sense, get with somebody who has it. Get with somebody who's gonna tell you, you know what? No, it's not a wise thing to spend up all that money because that $1,000 you have today might be gone. Share, because I'm gonna say something that offends people who really don't have but so much and spend too much. They don't have but so much, but they spend too much. So one of the things we know during this time, everybody, not everybody, but when I say that, I'm just saying it not figuratively, but everybody and their mama, sister, and cousin are buying TVs. Every year during tax time, do y'all realize they forever selling these big TVs? They mark them all the way down. Everybody's buying TVs. Why? Because my son asked me, Mom, why is everybody buying all these huge TVs? I say tax time, they mark it down so everybody can buy them. I say if one TV go out, we'll go to another room or to the other room or to the next room. We have enough TVs. That's not what we about to buy. If you know people, because a lot of us is not in that category, we not getting refunds. Tell them this is the time that you want to hold on to some money and save. Put that emergency fund up. Build on your emergency fund. Build on what you need because you don't know what all you going to need. This is not the time to go shopping, buying up a whole nother 3 wardrobes when you ain't wore the last 5. This is not that time. I have a little addiction and I'm just going to have to get over it. I got people at my ministry that don't help, but it's going to be all right. We're going to go, hey, Duchess. We're going to be all right because some things we just have to wait on. But this is the time. This is the time. If you have creative ideas or all this other good stuff, or you might want to go ahead and start your business, you're going to have to start something because I'm going to tell you now, nobody's going to walk it to you. Nobody's going to hand it to you. We already prepare otherwise. As I told someone, no, we can eat. Mm-hmm. It might not be what you want all the time, but I guarantee you won't be hungry. We're going to eat. Yeah, it'll probably get to the time where meat is going to be the last thing on the list, but you're eating food. So that way, I always tell different ones, if you ever get hungry, a lot of stuff you say you wouldn't eat, you'll eat it. You'll eat it. Because right now, our biggest thing, though, is health. Now, do I always cook a healthy meal? Now, tonight, some of y'all be like, what did you cook? In the country, Ain't nothing like a pot of neck bones. Well, I cook some neck bones with some potatoes in it and some string beans. And I haven't did that in years. But they keep saying, "Oh, it smell good." Well, go ahead and indulge in that one. But they had that have them some neck bones with some meat on it. But look, getting closer to the bones so you know how to do. But make wise decisions. Do your list now. Everybody need to be moving. I'm talking to myself as we would say, ouch. I'm gonna say ouch. Everybody needs to be moving. If you have diabetes, work on getting rid of it. Yes, you can. Yes, we can. Um, we got to work on it, and it's going to take a lot of movement. Um, a lot of movement in food change, food choices. It's going to take that. High blood pressure. Work on your eating and getting in some exercise and lowering stress in your life. A lot of people have stress coming every day. Listen, you're gonna have to learn to control your stress level. Well, how do I do that? You start deciding what is going to stress you, which should be nothing. As I always say, I keep my peace. I love my peace. I'm not giving my peace away to anyone or anything. This is not a time. Look, living in the United States is enough by itself. You don't need no extra stress from anybody else. Families, co-workers, nobody. What you're not gonna do, as we would say, what you're not gonna do is stress me out. That's what's not gonna happen. And you have to say it and mean it. And do not let things come and stress you out because that will make your pressure go up. If you're a diabetic, that make your numbers go up. And listen, we all want to do this thing. We want to live. We don't want to die early. We don't want heart conditions. When your pressure is up too long, it hurts a lot of things. When your A1C is up too long, it's hurting your main organs. That I do know. So we have to do the things to bring it down because we are preparing, as my brother put in there early, health is wealth. No, it really is. It really is. So look, team up with somebody else that want to live. If somebody keeps bringing a bunch of negative energy, move them off, back them up, tell them to get out your face. Tell them I said get out your face because you want to live. And for all of our Bible readers, that's not your promise. Stress ain't your promise. He said he'll let you get sweet rest. So you need to be resting out at night and not tossing and turning and worrying about this and that. That's why you prepare so you can have peace in the midst of chaos. Stress, let me tell y'all something. They probably didn't tell you this before, but I'm gonna tell you. Stress is a choice. Mm-hmm. It's a choice. What do you mean it's a choice? Someone said, "What do you mean it's a choice, Pastor Faith? What do you mean it's a choice, Faith Washington, or wherever you go? It's a choice because I choose whether I'm going to let you stress me out or not. I choose whether I'm just going to relax, be in peace. Listen, I ain't got no liquor turn up. I ain't smoking nothing. I choose peace." Because it is a promise to me. So now I operate where I can enjoy peace. I enjoy my peace so much till my kids say, if something come up, you ain't about to interrupt her peace. I say, y'all better know it. I will do the interruption before I let somebody do my peace. So that's how come you got the power and the authority to say, not today nor tomorrow. If you need to step, I'll push you, whichever way you want to do it. But what you're not going to do is stress me out. I need you to take that same attitude because people will kill you. Hi, Bishop. Oh, how you doing, Bishop? McNear. Yeah, he ain't stressed. He over there living his best life. Love you so much. Long time. I always call him a friend because anybody that be real be all right with me. So I'm glad to have you on, Bishop McNair. But I'm telling you, you must choose your peace. It's a choice. What happens, a lot of us don't realize it's a choice. It is a choice. You can either choose to be stressed out and let people and things stress you out, or you can say it's not happening. And over at this house, we choose peace. It's not happening. I have this thing I tell people, I say, oh, Faith and George is good over here. We don't have time for that. Why? Because I want to enjoy every minute of the days that I have left on this earth. And that's real. I want to, when I know now it's a choice, and as we have been on a series in teaching that the Bible that I read says, I will keep you in perfect peace. Whose mind? It stayed on him. See, that's the thing. Listen, y'all, work on your thinking, work on your mindset. You must work on your mindset, on your thought process. If you are hanging with people with a bunch of negative thoughts, it comes to you just like that. Next thing you know, everything you think is negative. This ain't gonna work. Where did you get that from? Who are you? Who are you joining together with? No. If you are full of nothing negativity, I really don't have time for you right now in my life. I'm not saying today, in my life, because you're not bringing. Come on. If someone said, I think myself happy. Thank it. Stop. With all these things going on, we can still laugh. Either I'm going to trust him or I'm just going to worry myself. You worry yourself to an early grave. That's not happening over here. I plan to enjoy and not be miserable. I know everybody don't have the same belief, and that's good. But let me tell you something. I ain't never put my my life or my thinking into some man or woman who promised. Because when I say, baby, they will fail you like clockwork, on time, check in, out on time, on you. Oh, they will. So I trust the God that had already destined everything I am to go through, every promise, every covenant promise that I will get. Do y'all understand? Don't get caught up in what is going on and say, my life is over. Well, that's what you're speaking. If you're speaking death to you, that's you. I'm not doing that. Our best days are now and ahead. Some people are like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm going to do this because something has to force you into position, make you take the position you should have had all the time. Because see, some things are happening. We just get so comfortable being uncomfortable, just lazy in it, just making up excuses. Every day you lay back and say what you're going to do, and you know you're not going to do anything. But things will come and will shift you suddenly. Yeah, it will shift you suddenly. It will have you doing things that you thought you wasn't going to do. And you'll find out, okay, let me get up. As I told someone on today, matter of fact, in the bank, I took my son, he was taking care of some business, and the lady said, every day, ma'am, I thank God every day that I still have my job. She said, because I'm looking at some things and it's not guaranteed. I will have my job next week. I said, you are absolutely right. I said, so make everything count that you do. And she's like, yes. I said, because, some of us on here go to the, what they call the Dollar Tree, which is the $1.25 store. Well, it's about to go up. And I just went ahead and told my people, because there's a few of us, we do stockpile. And I said, well, in the near future, they're about to change their price. I said, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know, because when I said it to the person who worked in the store, he's like, ma'am, I don't know how you know, but they're in transition now. I said, I know, everything is in transition. Y'all see how they did the eggs? I went to the store, it was $1.80 something cent. I said, all these, and I went back, it was $2 and something. Then now all of these are like in less than a week, went back. I said, well, when the eggs became 3 something, went back, it was 4 something. The other day, I just told my daughter, go in there and take a picture so I know how much the eggs are. And she laughed and she went, I said, oh, so they $6 here now. Now that's gonna be one of the cheaper ones. They $6. Okay. Things happen just that fast. And they were $15. Okay. Yeah, in certain areas, I saw somewhere, Duchess, where it was $18 for a dozen of eggs. $18. I said, if I was in that area, I could rack up just selling the eggs I had. But it is real. It is real. So look, they just pick eggs because there ain't no shortage on chicken. Y'all talking about the bird. Look, fall for everything they say. They said the bird flu. Well, then why are you still buying chicken? That it's not matching. It's not matching. If that be the case, we got it up. But the chicken is still plenty, and the chicken's still going up. It's not matching. But people will pay to eat. So, hey, on this side of the world, when they decide they're gonna have steak, now because everybody ain't off meat yet, but when they're gonna have the T-bone in the porterhouse on sale for a big old $8.99, some people I know up in there grabbing up the packs because why? It ain't $16.99. But on the other side of the world, the same steak that they had on sale over here, $20 a pound. We still have to make decisions because guess what? Y'all still have to pay your bills. When I tell you they not cutting on not one bill, they're not cutting. They're not going to cut. So you have to make the right decision. But number one, I'm going to tell you our health. It is really important. I had my days of eating everything I wanted to eat, and it showed up. When it was time to go to the doctor, it showed up. So you have to make better decisions. Even in this time, I promise you, hey, somebody say, I don't like vegetables, but you better learn how to eat. You better learn how to eat them. Find out what does it do to your body. Find out what does the things that grow out the ground, the benefits that it has for you, the different herbs that it have, the benefits it has for you. Go on your own research. I'm telling you now. Bishop and there put in Colossians 3:50. We are called to let peace rule. Y'all see that? And the ones that's not on that I can see, it's important. Your peace is healing. I'm telling you, a lot of you who are listening to me that didn't click, and that is fine. Know this. You don't have to click. Take what you need or what you want or whatever. Peace for a lot of you is healing. Healing to your mind, healing to your body. Some of you, and I am not, I'm going to get off of here because I feel myself shifting. Some of you, you are letting so many things kill you, stressing your whole life out. It's not worth it. They're not worth it. He or she not worth it. Keep, get, take, consume your peace. Because let me tell you something. Giving your peace to someone who don't respect you anyway. Sacrificing your peace for people who don't care. No, stop. Healing. Your headache will go away when you take your peace back. Because it's amazing to me, the thing or the people that's causing the interruption walking around like you the one with the problem. And in a way, you are. Well, why would you say that, Coach Faith? Because you're giving them that authority. Don't do it. If anybody knows me, if you want to get to know me, I'm going to tell you, I don't care what's going on. You're not getting my peace. It might even hurt your feelings that I won't give my peace over. Oh, no. Foolishness? No. And you might think it ain't foolishness. You're not getting my peace. It's too valuable. Your peace is too valuable. Your peace is too valuable. And I'm going to tell you something. People will apologize and don't mean it. I know you don't want that to fly. Oh, they just saying it because they found that they can interrupt your world whenever they feel like it. That's not a promise. Hi, cousin. Keep your peace. I say that and I am about to get off. At all costs, keep your peace. Because I'm telling you, when you can't sleep and your head is hurting, and they around trying to find something else to either blame you for or take from you or do this and do that and all this kind of stuff. And I know I've just seen that I'm going to say another thing out the Bible. It is who I am. I need y'all to understand this, why it's so important to keep your peace. Because a double-minded man or woman is unstable in all their ways. They go and come. They stay confused with everything. So see, that is another big problem. You're talking to people that don't even know what they want. Keep your peace. Keep your peace. I often say, I forgave people who didn't even apologize. Why? Because I needed to keep my peace. I'm not shortening my life by staying walking around mad with you. And you don't have enough sense. And you have it, you choose, do what you do. But see, I want y'all in these days ahead, in these weeks ahead, you're going to need your peace. When you hear and you see all kind of stuff going on, you're going to need your peace. I promise you, because I shared with our ministry that I saw people that were strong folding. They were folding. Because it's one thing to talk faith when you don't need it, but it's another thing to live it. Oh, you need it. I said for years. That's right, Jeline, your piece is too valuable. I said for years, I used to tell them, you better trust God before you have to trust him. I have said this for years and years and years, and at the ministry with folks that know me, you better trust God before you have to trust him. And now I got news for all of you under the sounds of my voice. We are now entering a time where you're going to have to trust him. You're going to have to trust. And if you have that peace that surpasses all understanding, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Because why? You're walking in wisdom, you're walking in truth. You have that relationship where you can hear him when he directs, acknowledging him in all your ways. And he directs you from day to day, second by second, minute by minute. It's really important. I didn't mean to turn church on y'all, but it's okay. It ain't church. It's relationship. Let me make that clear. This is not about no church. This is not about ministry. This is about a relationship with the real one. It's about a relationship, and you are fine. You are good. Keep your peace. You're going to need it. I promise you, you're going to need it. So if you don't have someone talking the same language in the belief that they talking all gloom and doom, you don't need to hear that. If you got a walking partner that's all doom and gloom, let them walk by themselves. You don't need that. And we're not trying to go to marching up to Zion right now neither. We talking about living a great life in the midst of, because he said he would never leave us or forsake us. Let me tell you something. It's turning. It has already turned. We said that at our ministry. It has already turned in your favor. It may not look like it, but I tell you what, if you got that right relationship, it's all working for your good. They think they got no. It's gonna work for my good. I can't tell you how it's gonna work. He did not give me verbatim step one, step two, but he told me the beginning and he told me the ending, and I'm good. That's what you need to know. I got my peace. I'm good. The kids. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to be finished. And like I said, I know this is not church, but it's about a relationship. I was telling with our young people, whether they're younger children, whether they're teenagers, tell them they need to have their own personal affirmation and have them a biblical Bible scripture. Yes, I said that. Not give them, let them sit. Mine's are old enough. Okay, you search which one you want, and then you need an affirmation that you can say daily, because some things you just need to repeat it and just know and know who he is. Keep your peace. I know. Oh, well, it says we're back, so it's not like I was off. Keep your peace. It's very important. Keep your peace. Get you some exercise in. Take care of our health. Eat right. Make sure we'll put that list up again of the different things you should have in place. We'll put that list back up. I'll have my daughter to share it again because we've been doing this before COVID. When God gave it to me, and I would tell the people, I don't know when, but something is coming. I couldn't tell them when. COVID came, but that was not the end. There was some other things he kept saying do. So we have been preparing along, and we are just excited. Yes, Queen Denise, thriving in 25. We're going to thrive with that. Look, if somebody's talking about doom and you see, if certain things I don't have, I didn't have to have it anyway, because I don't know who y'all with, but what he promised me is that he will supply my every need. It's already supplied. It's already there. You look, half the things I have to find that he already has. Some of us are going to find some of the things that we should have been doing all the time during this time. But I'm excited. I love all of you. I am happy to be back. And we're going to do this together. I don't care what state you're in, what country you're in. Keep your peace. I need you to know that. Keep your peace. Yes, Cecilia. Speak peace, but don't just speak it. Walk in it. Walk in it. I'm going to tell you, it's possible. Walk in it. You have authority. You have the authority, and you have the power to keep walk in. And hey, if y'all don't have the boldness, I'm gonna tell you now that I don't have a problem with that part. Sometimes you gotta see people don't do no more than you let them do. And I'm gonna say amen on that. People will not do no more than you let them do to you. And I got to a place where I refuse to let anybody. Sometimes my husband will even laugh at me because I go, here you go. We know nothing, no one, no subject, no person, nor thing. Because I have that, it's too valuable. It's too valuable. I cannot lose sleep based on other people that don't value me. Listen, I want y'all to hear this, get this. We about to sound off. People don't value you. Do not lose sleep. People that just want to take from you, stop giving them because they don't value you. They don't respect you. Go to sleep and have sweet rest. There is several people listening, and I ain't about to call a seed offering. There are several people listening that y'all really needed to hear this about your peace tonight. And I'm making sure I'm going to repeat it again. Keep your peace. And when I say peace, some people always think it's keeping my peace is me not saying anything. No. I'm talking about the full armor of peace. I'm talking about peace of mind, peace in my spirit, peace in my home, peace in my room, peace in the shower, peace in the car. I mean, I'm just built. I mean, you got to get to that point because you got to know how valuable you are. People coming to pick arguments, not today, and don't come back tomorrow. Because I'm going to keep this. Peace is a healer. I'm telling you tonight, peace is a healer. And some of you, all you got to do is take that authority and that power that you have, and you will be fine. Your pressure will go down. Your A1C will go down. Your body will start feeling better because let me tell you, stress manifests different things. And it don't manifest nothing good. Stress does not come to manifest anything good. So now you want the whole man to walk in peace. I love y'all. Keep your peace. Your healing is in the peace. You asking God the same thing over and over and over. Some of you got your answer. A lot of you got your answer that's not in the ones I can see. And I can't see everybody, and that's fine. Long as you take it and do it what you need to do, take your life back. So y'all can understand it. Take your life back. Don't let it take you out. I love you. Nothing happens. We'll be back next Friday. Look for the list again. Share it with people. The list. They can't get everything on the list, but they can get enough that to keep them during this time. And they don't have to they have peace in the midst of chaos. Because when you're prepared, you're good. And everybody don't have to have the same thing, but have it. I love you guys. Love you, Shadana. Love you, cousin Cecilia. Love you all, everyone. Hey, Carolyn Johnson. Good seeing you. Love you all. Remember, it will not stay up longer than 30 days now. That's one of the little new rules that Facebook have. So just go ahead and like and subscribe at YouTube so that way it will be there. Love you too, Queen Denise. Please tell King Alan I said hello and I said my love. We said I love. Love you to life. Love you to life. So just keep your peace. Your peace is too valuable. And you deserve to live a peaceful life. Know that you deserve to live a peaceful life. Love you. Good night. See you next week.